When it comes to giving birth to a large baby, it can be a little more challenging compared to delivering an average-sized baby. The medical term for this is macrosomia. It happens when a baby grows larger than expected during pregnancy. Factors like genetics or gestational diabetes can contribute to this. Having a large baby can present some unique challenges during labor and delivery. The baby's size can make it more difficult for them to pass through the birth canal. This can increase the likelihood of complications, such as shoulder dystocia, where the baby's shoulder gets stuck behind the mother's pelvic bone. However, it's important to remember that many women successfully deliver large babies without complications. Your healthcare provider will closely monitor your baby's growth throughout your pregnancy and can provide guidance on the best course of action. They may recommend certain birthing positions or interventions, such as a cesarean section, to ensure a safe delivery for both you and your baby. Remember, every pregnancy and birth is unique, so it's essential to work closely with your healthcare provider to create a personalized birth plan that meets your specific needs. Nature knows how to surprise and sometimes presents us with unusual surprises. One of these was the birth of a girl, Nadia, who weighed almost 8 kilos. In 2007, journalists were shocked by this news because during pregnancy the mother felt great. We tell you how the child's fate turned out after 14 years and whether its parameters have changed significantly. She was just born and has already set a record in Russia. Before the girl was born, nothing special happened except that she became the 11th child for her mother. The Kalin family lived in Altai. The father was tall and thin, and the mother, on the contrary, was short and plump. The pregnancy went normally for all 9 months, and doctors did not notice any complications. In addition, Tanya is an obstetrician-gynecologist by training. Although due to permanent maternity leave, she was able to work very little. When Tatiana became a mother for the 11th time on September 17, 2007, the first thing she said was that she would never give birth again. Her daughter, Nadezhda, was born with a weight of 7 kilos 750 grams and a height of 56 centimeters. Doctors were shocked by this unusual phenomenon because on average a newborn baby reaches a maximum of 4 kilos. As it turned out, with each pregnancy, the mother of many children had more and more difficult births. The woman had to have a cesarean section, and the doctors were worried about the health of the strong beauty from Altai. Of course, the resonant situation attracted the attention of journalists, and they were waiting for a verdict from the doctors from the maternity ward. And although the girl seemed very strong, the doctors conducted a full examination of her body. The forecasts of the chief pediatrician of the Altai territory, Galina Kagirova, were disappointing because the high weight required close attention, and the head of the Department of Pathology of Newborns, Rima Nazarova, explained that this is an indicator of the pathology of the child's intrauterine development. First, the hope of the whole country, as journalists dubbed it, was given a terrible diagnosis, a heart defect. At first, she was bottle-fed and was a frequent visitor to the clinic. But the fears turned out to be in vain, and Tatiana's mother was worried about a completely different problem. The girl began to rapidly lose weight. What does the giant girl look like now, who was born in the Altai territory weighing almost 8 kilos? The story of an ordinary family with an unusual child was remembered by the press for a long time. TV crews prepared stories about the Kalins, and newspapermen talked about the life of 13 people in a small apartment. Many wanted to help the Kalin spouses with many children and gave them a computer, soft toys, strollers, children's encyclopedias, and diapers. The state did not stand aside and help the family financially. After Nadia's birth, we were given a subsidy of 50,000 rubles from the regional budget, and the Ministry of Defense allocated 10,000 rubles for each child. Local authorities also help us. They gave the children school bags and gave them New Year's gifts, said Tatiana. Nadia grew up as a very active and inquisitive child. Already at 7 months, she said her first word, "Daddy," and also showed a jealous character towards other children. Now you can't tell from the girl that she is the largest child in the whole country. All that was left of the old baby was her cute cheeks. Her older sisters had already gotten married, so the apartment became a little freer. In the friendly Colin family, Nadia grew up very sociable. She is now in 7th grade. When the youngest Helena was born, many were shocked by her large weight. Doctors predicted serious diagnoses, and people were sure that the girl would continue to gain weight. But despite all the forecasts, Nadezhda grew up to be a healthy child, and outwardly she is no different from her peers. The girl brought all Russian fame and many happy moments to her large family.